Welcome to the podcast. We are Dark Corner Medicine Show, and we're here with you tonight on the Northwest Corner podcast.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm. All right.
Stop
all right.
booing.
Oh, what are you doing, man?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You always know who the guests are who have never heard the show theme before because their heads start bobbing. Happens every time, doesn't it?
Good baseline.
From the Sugar Tip Moonshine Distillery Studios at the House of Kitchen, it's the Northwest Corner Podcast. Good to see everybody today. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing really well, especially considering that you're way down there at the end of the table.
I know. I can actually
feel-
stare at your face.
I feel a little safer when you're not sitting right next to me. She can get a little handsy sometimes. Ask Michelle, right? Yeah, she's nodding her head in agreement. Ashley can get a little handsy sometimes.
I hear she's taking jujitsu.
Under the table?
Yeah, she is.
What?
Under the table.
Yeah, if you feel something brushing up against your knee, look right down there. Probably that one.
You make me sound like a creeper.
Well, you are a little bit.
What's wrong? What's
A
wrong
little
with
bit.
that?
Miss not emotionally.
just not emotionally. You believe that little slip of a thing down there is taking jujitsu lessons?
No. Well, maybe.
I'm not 100% convinced that she's actually doing it. I think she might be making it up because she really does have it. She doesn't like to be touched.
Well, she has to audition, right? Wasn't that the deal? So you're not actually in yet. You're still trying it out.
They like me.
You're evaluating?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I need video.
Okay.
Anybody can claim that they're taking
I'll
jujitsu
get
lessons.
video for you tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
There will be video.
Don't mess with me now. I'm expecting results here.
Okay.
It's the Northwest Corner Podcast. How's everybody like? Hey, did you see the audience when you walked in?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. And they have a great sense of humor, too. Audience, what did you think of that joke section earlier? Yeah? Pretty good? Yeah. All right, knock it off. Thank you. All right, we have special guests here, and we're going to get right to it because I need my beauty sleep is really what it boils down to. This doesn't just happen, you know. This is the result of many hours of preparation here. We have the gentleman from the Dark Corner Medicine Show in the House of Kitchen with us today. To my left, we have Mr. Will Garland on guitars and vocals. Good to have you here, Will.
Thank you so much.
Next to him, we have Mr. Shane Stewart from my adopted home state of Texas. If I weren't living here, I'd be living in Texas, probably somewhere between Fredericksburg and Kerrville. And you probably know where that is. Yeah, right outside the hill country there.
Yeah.
And then Miss Ashley Morgan Witt, as always.
Hello.
We also have a man with a bass. His name is Bill Wynn. You can go. This is an auditory medium. Waving at me doesn't translate on radio real well. And then last but not least, a man named Jim Gearsick, because he has so much gear, it's sick.
thank you. That's right.
And you play the drums, right?
That's right.
Now, I've been pronouncing your name wrong all week. I thought it was Gerchik.
You just don't call me late for dinner.
So, all right. Now, let's get the obvious things out of the way here first. A Dark Corner Medicine Show. That sounds like the episode of Little House on the Prairie where the traveling medicine man came through town and just about ran Doc Baker out of a job. You remember that episode, or is that just me?
No, I remember that one.
Oh, okay.
Me either.
So how does the name Dark Corner Medicine Show come to be? That sounds kind of old-timey, a little A little razzmatazz, a little, hey, look over here.
Well, that was kind of what it got to.
It's actually our neighborhood, really.
It's our neighborhood, Dark
Sort
Corner.
of, yeah.
Is it really? Okay, now for the people who listen to this show who don't know upstate South Carolina very well, the Dark Corner is kind of a geographical region of the upstate of South Carolina, right?
It's actually two of them, from what I've gathered.
Are there really?
Really?
Now, I was aware of one. I didn't realize that it was kind of a twofer.
Yeah.
So, do you know where that name comes from?
Ask
Civil
Mr.
War.
Will. He's from here.
Civil War.
The
Civil War? Seriously?
The Highway 11 corridor was actually they had horses in the Civil War in the watershed area and Lake Jocassee.
Oh, okay.
thereabout. And after the war, it was moonshine. You know, it was how they made their living, so to speak. And I'm a little sketchy on it. I'm a little young, but it's obviously the reason they call it the Dark Corner, because even the federales and all those people wouldn't even go up there, so to speak, for a long time. But now it's almost touristy now.
Oh, yeah. And
Table Rock,
the Lake
et cetera.
Jocassee area, that's all high-dollar real estate now.
Can't believe how
And
it's changed.
I did a little research on it, and actually, it's from before the Civil War, from during the Revolutionary War. The deserters would come right up in here, about from here to the rest of the Golden Corner, as it were.
No kidding.
And because it was Cherokee country, they wouldn't come mess with them. They wouldn't come look for them, and it became known as the Dark Corner. And then later, after the Civil War, it was a moonshine thing.
Yeah, I didn't realize until we moved down here a number of years ago just how much kind of hidden history there is around here, especially with the moonshine.
Oh yeah, it's fascinating.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, some of the big names like Popcorn Sutton was from these parts.
Oh, yeah.
Now he died here just
About 3 or 4 years ago.
yeah, I was going to say fairly recently. There was a documentary about him.
Oh yeah, some of my relatives are on that documentary.
Really?
In the old days, my grandmother said in the Depression, if they hadn't have grown corn, they would have starved to death.
Yeah.
But corn, turned into whiskey, in which case they were able to get by, so to speak. But it was still illegal trade, so they kept it dark and out of the way, I guess.
I gotcha. All right, so Dark Corner, tribute to where you're from.
Well,
but
we also rehearse on a Dark Corner, which is kind of how we started with that. And we went for
you
a
mean
long
like
time.
an unlit alley?
Yeah.
Something like.
Kind of.
It is the far end of
14.
We're the last house on 414.
Really?
Well, the first house, depending
on which way.
But
you're
we don't
coming.
rehearse in the house.
No, we have a barn next door studio.
That actually sounds really well.
Yeah. Oh, you should come in
bad.
there.
We-
and
no
do
kidding.
a
We
live.
get,
Be really
you should do a
surprised.
live in
We
there
get
on us.
ideas from people
Great.
walking by saying, "Hey, you guys should play this song."
Yeah.
And we look at it. Why didn't we think of that? You know?
Really?
Somebody suggested Brandy that
Yeah.
way, and I was
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
Brandy. Really? And then we learned
Brandy, as
it.
in Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yeah.
That brandy.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
People like it.
So, moonshine and brandy. That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about tonight.
So we learned it.
Okay.
And as it turns out, Brandy's a lot of fun to play. Who knew?
And the medicine.
You know,
show
you'd
part?
be amazed at how many people know the lyrics to that song, especially when you get to the chorus.
Well, every now and then a movie comes out that several years ago, the Johnny Cash story came out. I had not played any Johnny Cash in years, and I started playing Folsom Prison. I was playing in a restaurant in Easley, which was right on the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And I could sit and see the lights come on. And if I could time it just right, I could start that song as the train came through, and people would be all,
How did he do it? How does he do it?
exactly. But every now and then a movie comes out that allows Shrek and I'm a Believer.
Oh, yeah.
Or Hallelujah, for that matter.
I'm a believer that was the Monkees.
As a matter of fact, it
Yeah.
was. But it's actually a Neil Diamond song.
Yep.
Was it really?
Yes.
Now that I didn't know.
Yeah. But think about it for a second. You can't miss it.
Well, all right, yeah. I guess now that I'm trying to imagine, yeah, I guess it does sound like a Neil
he
Diamond
was
song, but
King of the 3-chord rock song, or pop song, I guess.
oh wow.
But Brandy was featured in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
Yes.
second one.
Yeah, the second one. That's right.
So
I
all the
forgot
kids
about
know
that.
it.
I'm still waiting for somebody to really bring back the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Well, I love it.
Yeah, that's
But
going to be an
hard
Just
interesting movie.
really break out the Gordon
Yeah.
Lightfoot. You know, there was years ago I was listening to a radio program based out of the Midwest, and they were doing a little bit about the top 10 worst stripper songs.
That's got to be right there in
And
the
the
top three.
wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald was number
good
2.
And it's very long
what
too.
was
So.
number
I
one?
don't remember what was number 1.
I want
just
you to know.
I was just outraged because how could the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald be the number 2 worst stripper song?
And what makes the worst one? You've got to wonder.
Yeah,
which you don't remember.
exactly,
Isn't that the funniest thing? At one point in my single career, just playing by myself in restaurants and such, I actually learned all 82 friggin' verses of that song.
Man.
Yeah.
I love that song. I wouldn't touch it.
I've always
Oh,
loved
it's
it.
so good. Such a haunting sound.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Gordon was good at that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The medicine show part of our
Yes,
that
yes.
was, just before we get too far off the subject here. This is kind of what I
Look,
do in
let me-
rehearsal too, isn't it?
Let me just tell you a little something about this podcast. Let's establish this right up front. Any predetermined script that you thought we were going to use to record this
Forget that.
went right out the window about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, just all right. The medicine show part.
Well, we looked. I can't remember some
We
of
were
the
calling
things we were
ourselves
saying, like
just Dark Corner,
right
for
and
a long time.
People got the wrong idea about the name. You know, dark.
They
I think
thought
we're
we
playing
were a
heavy
metal
metal
band.
or screech metal or something like that.
Yeah.
And you look at us, and you know, we certainly don't fit that mold, if you would. But then we were thinking other things, like
need a
somebody
mosh
wanted to be the
pit.
hillbillies and something else.
Yeah.
I forget. But
I
we were
came up with
looking.
some odd
Something
things.
had to be added to
Well,
that dark
Will's
corner.
got that long dark hair
yeah.
there.
But then we did cover the Rolling Stone
Yeah.
by Dr. Hook's medicine show, and I said,
Almost like
medicine
a
show.
joke, but
That's
it turned into
genius.
a serious
You know
tune.
that works, and really because of the different types of music that we do, which is kind of all over the board, it really kind of does describe us.
Oh, okay. I liked it. You know, when I first saw your guys' name pop up, I thought that's actually a pretty cool name for a band. That's has kind of an old timey, you know, traveling road show kind of thing to it.
Take
I
a
like
look
it.
around the table.
I like
Old
it.
timey traveling roadshow.
Well,
That's about
Yeah,
it.
well, you've got that right.
well,
We're
men
all
of
old.
Yes, you men
Word
are.
old.
A vintage age.
You all are of a very advanced youth. I will grab
Vintage.
I'll grant you that.
Except
We're
old
like
Jimmy
the last
over here.
hippies at the party, man.
He's the baby.
Oh, you're the baby of the group.
Yeah.
Jim is the baby.
Not
of the
by
But that's
much.
weird
I'm
because
the
you
old
look the
man.
oldest.
Thanks. That's whatever. I get that
I
a lot.
am the oldest, as a matter. I'm 65.
No way.
Yep.
Really?
Every day of it.
All right. So, how did you guys? You hail from such different parts of the world. Shane, you're from Texas, which automatically made your stock go up 20 points.
Wow.
Right on.
So, how did you guys end up?
You give
Coming
him
together.
a big head.
Hey, I gotta.
Well,
Texas pride, man. I got to stick with my brother here. If I weren't living in the upstate of South Carolina, I would live in
love
Texas.
Texas.
So it's a
well,
beautiful
I
state.
I guess because it started kind of with me and Will.
Right? We had a band.
Oh, it kind of started with me and Will. A friend
Jimmy
of mine,
too, a little.
a
Yeah.
bass player, Barry. I met him. I played the Valentine dinner at my wife's church, and we weren't married yet.
Yeah.
And Barry happened to be there, and afterward he came and said, "You know, I play a little bass. We should get together sometime." And so I sat down with. Well, actually, he dragged me over to Will's, and I'm listening to these two play, and I'm thinking, Lord have mercy, they think I can play with them? Because you'd have to meet, Barry and to hear Will play. But we just started jamming together, and then we went through one drummer whose girlfriend yokoed the place up, and
It's always the drummer.
Yeah.
it's always the drummer.
Always a drummer.
And
Did he say she yokoed
Yeah.
the place
Yeah.
up?
she certainly did.
He sure
That's a
did.
derogative term.
Good old Yoko.
But you know what I meant,
That's,
don't you?
that is 2 Yoko references in 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually seen a couple lately myself. She seems to be showing up on our radar.
Hey,
But,
are you talking about my wife? Wait a minute.
But I happened to be at the time I was playing a single act thing in Easley, and that gig lasted like 7 years. But Jim and his one of his partners were playing actually probably 2 or 3 different ones at one point or another.
Yeah.
Where would play the other nights that I wasn't playing at the Starving Artist. And I was looking for a drummer. I think we actually met through Facebook, and so
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think I invited Jim to play with me, Will, and
Yeah, and Barry. Yeah.
and we played over in
Barry's
Barry's mom's
breezeway.
garage.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a garage. It was a It's 150 degrees outside.
At least.
And it's a garage where both sides, I think that's a breezeway, right?
Well,
Where
Bill-
both
Bill
doors
was-
open.
Yeah.
So I have one of those big fans that you see like on the sideline at a football game where
Yeah.
it's, 10 feet tall and it sounds like a jet.
Yeah.
And that's at one end, and then Barry had something at the other, and we just kind of created a vortex, but it was still incredibly hot. And the worst
That
thing
cooled
was
it down to about 112 degrees.
but then we had citronella candles. You remember those?
Oh
right?
yeah. Well, the mosquitoes were big enough to carry you away.
Yeah, but there was so much stuff in this
Concentrate. It was hard to
garage, just
concentrate.
random stuff, and we were all kind of deathly afraid one of these is going to fall over and we're just going to go up,
Burn us
like a
down.
tinderbox. But
That whole thing dissipated.
and I
right?
didn't think we could get any further down the food chain in terms of rehearsal space back then. But I have to reconsider that position.
Well, I don't know. I like our barn.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
but
I
you
don't
got to
like it.
remember how it was
Yeah.
when
So
we
Bill,
first
Bill
started.
came along last, and
yeah,
a late friend of ours, Marvin McAfee, he and I and Bill started jamming because Marvin lived in the neighborhood, Bill lived in the neighborhood, and that's why we came. We were like close, within 10 miles of each other.
Yep.
And Marvin decided to quit and went on and then died this past winter. But Bill decided he would stay, and that was the magic point that kept the band steady and sturdy. And now, 2 years later,
Well, I
we're
kind of
working
gathered
and
that because he
picking up.
hasn't said much here. He
Yeah.
just
No, I'm
seems
not.
like that silent, kind
yeah.
of
Well, you just don't
stoic,
know him
just
that well.
steady. Jim, you're from, where did I see, New Jersey?
Yep.
Originally.
Well, it's funny. You don't seem like a jerk, though. So you must have came down
I
here
hear
when
that.
you were pretty
Pardon
young.
me.
I hear that all the time, except
See, I was
at
born in
home.
New Jersey, too.
Not a jerk like a guy from Jersey.
Yeah. Well, I was
now,
born
see,
in New
talking to
Jersey
me?
also.
Now, see, I can say that because I was originally from Michigan. I'm a recovering Michiganite,
Yeah.
Michigander.
Congratulations.
And and that makes me from the Midwest. And Midwest people are allowed to make fun of people from New Jersey. It's in the bylaws.
Yeah.
Nothing can be done about it. I can't
Is
get
that
beat
like-
up or
it's
anything
Is that
like
like
that.
is that like New York City and Cleveland?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
No,
See,
but
I get
I
it.
think the joke has always been which state gets made more fun of, West Virginia or New Jersey?
It's always Jersey.
Well, yeah, it's always always Jersey. Well, think about it. Every other Bruce Springsteen song that ever charted was about getting the hell out of New Jersey. If you stop and think about
One
it.
way or another.
see, he couldn't,
exactly.
he couldn't have been from. There's no way he would have made it in West Virginia.
Just the thought of that.
Yeah, see, nobody wants to leave West Virginia.
Coast, right? East Coast the entire way.
So, how did you get down here from New Jersey?
Automobile,
Yeah,
truck,
automobile.
train,
No,
something like
I
that.
did. I flew a bunch of times.
Witness relocation.
Yeah.
Who told you?
That's great. I thought that was a
Have you got the distortion on his mic, by the way?
Oh yeah, I forgot to turn that pitch shifter on. You know, we
It's
do have
actually,
it.
it's
You know,
actually
we do have a. Hey, watch this. You'll like this.
Hear that.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead, Jim. You were telling me how you got down here
Migrated.
from.
This
It's gonna be great. I have one of these boards.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, leave that on. That's
Yeah, that's great. We could.
But it's actually a real boring story. It was no, that's really starting to annoy me.
Yeah, that's That's getting a little distracting.
We could use that instead of having to sing harmony.
That's a good
Tune it up.
I like it.
Give me some
third.
chorus.
Yeah, what's that, like a minor third in that distortion or something?
I was trying not to listen. No, it was just a work thing. I work in IT when I'm not doing the music thing, and so they moved me to Charlotte, and then Charlotte, I got a job at BMW, and they moved me down here.
Oh, okay.
I don't work at BMW anymore, but that's a story for another show.
So, Bill, did I understand correctly, Will, you said Bill was the last guy who came into the current lineup here?
Yep.
And you came in within the last handful of months? Did I
5
hear-
years.
Oh, 5 years. Okay.
It's been more like 3, but yeah.
Okay.
We've been together
okay.
a couple of years. He's been there the entire way.
Oh,
The
okay.
only thing changed was, like I said, a drummer died out, and Jimmy came back along. We'd asked Jimmy to begin with to be the drummer, but he wasn't ready
Yeah,
to
we
do
didn't. We didn't go with what happened. Barry got his knee replaced,
it. Right.
and
Physically, he
and
couldn't do it.
there for a while he just couldn't get on stage. And
Oh,
so
I got you.
We kind of just drifted apart, and then Will started playing with Bill, and he
Marvin
called me up
stuff.
and said, "You should come up here and jam with us." And I guess I got a hold of Jimmy.
Yeah.
And,
Now,
and
it was it was you that called on Will's
Okay.
phone, or so it was very confusing. And
No.
Will
Will
had
gave
just-
me your number, and
I
I
had your
called
card.
you.
Yeah, you had
And
my
you-
card.
And you called me and said, "Who are you?"
yeah, pretty much because I had
Forgot.
when a
who he
band
I'm
was.
your
falls
new
apart.
bass player, dude.
Yeah, when a band falls apart, it's like breaking up with a girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had just come out of a relationship, so I was kind of like not wanting to talk about music at all. And I get this guy I don't know who's calling me about playing drums and I had been playing acoustic, and they want me to play like big boy drums.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know why, but I called you back. And it was
Yeah.
weird, and I said, okay. I
was like, come on.
We did it. And,
out.
from playing acoustic, I had a really long beard at the time, like the Billy Goat Pharaoh kind of thing. And
Yeah.
I got out of the car, and Will didn't recognize me.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. So it had been that long. He just
Was like, "Hey, how you doing?
yeah. He's like,
2 years.
But
Who the hell are
but,
you?"
who the heck? Yeah.
but it was magic from the start.
Yeah.
It was.
Yes, it was magic from the start.
I'm just waiting for somebody to bring us back to the phrase, "She really yokoed up the place." That's my favorite quote.
It was terrible. It really
We
was.
were
studio.
called ourselves Fat City Cats, and we had this drummer. I'm not going to name any names here, but
Except for Yoko.
we had played
We were in
actually.
a recording studio when this happened.
We played at Greer, and she showed up and brought her 18-year-old stepson or something, and the whole show just went to crap because there was crap between the bar and the stepson. He was too young, and blah blah blah.
And his wife.
And then at the end of the
whatever, showed up.
night, the drummer had run up a $600 bill.
It's always the drummer.
And he thought that he was going to get a double paycheck and it was going to be in the bank before midnight. It was an honest mistake. But the long and short of it is we didn't get paid that night. We didn't get paid till a couple days later.
I think that's a scene in the Blues Brothers,
Yeah,
isn't it?
something.
It happens sometimes.
And so we got
Right
paid the
before
next
the
day.
got
good old
paid.
boys show up.
Yeah. But he took care of it. He went
we
to the
actually
bank
got
the
paid.
first thing in the morning. He came back down to Will's, called everybody up. We all got our money. Then we're going to record on a Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, which is bad enough.
early.
You know?
That's against union rules up north. You
And
don't
we
do-
show up, and he's got this girl with him.
Nothing happens before 11:30.
No.
And
Circulation.
the girl had already caused problems, and then there was the whole pay thing, which didn't help. And then when we got to the studio,
Record
she sat in the
studio.
corner, and she was giving us pointers, and she was telling us how to set the sound up and all kinds of weird. And it was probably the worst recording session I've ever
Now
had.
this
in my
sounds like a scene
entire
from
life.
Spinal Tap.
Oh, yeah.
I need
no, it
to
was right
start
up there
taking
with it,
notes.
wasn't
And
Yeah, it goes right up to chapter 11. No.
So you guys are
real
kind
high.
of living every mockumentary I've ever seen on the music industry.
Well,
it
we
happens.
didn't call that drummer again. He and I are still friends on Facebook, and he's a really good guy.
Do I know him?
Yeah, you do. But we never called him again, and the band kind of faded for a while there till Will started working with Bill and Marv.
And Marv just wanted to do it in a casual way.
Yeah.
Didn't want to do it with any responsibility
Yeah,
towards it.
he's our
and,
Pete Best.
He just wanted to
He
have
just
some
moved
fun.
on.
And
Wow.
right.
I'll take eclectic references for 500.
Yeah, but that were two Beatles references, though.
Bam, bam.
No, Marvin just kind of decided he didn't want to do it, and he thought that I would go with him. And I was like, no.
we got a band. We're going to keep a band.
Yeah, I said no.
Bill is by far our most enthusiastic musician.
Oh, there's no question.
Well, he's
about
younger.
Yeah.
He's
We get a
younger, so
text.
That Bill?
Oh yeah,
That Bill.
You can't
the,
tell.
the one who's not saying anything.
Yeah, the
Put
one
a
who's-
bass in his hand.
Yeah, the one who's just staring at me like he's trying to figure out where my weak point is.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
initially.
but put a bass in his hand, and all he wants to do is play.
Well, even I mean,
Yeah.
rehearsal day, and even if it's not rehearsal day, sometimes we get confused and we'll get a text, "Jam day, boys." No, it's not. You know, most of the time it
Or
is.
like-
Though
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get it. Most of the
the
time,
last
it is.
time you were out of town, I
Yeah.
texted Bill and said, "I'm going over to Will's. I'm just going to hang out. I just
Yeah.
want to get out of the house for a couple hours, right?" Bill shows up. He's got his bass. He's got his amp. He's ready to jam. He's like, why aren't we playing music? You know, well, that wasn't the point tonight.
All right, now
Doesn't
your
matter.
your own website says that Bill is somewhat of a music historian, so try and stump him with some trivia.
Oh no,
Oh no.
figures.
Well, it's your website. I didn't write it for you.
What are you going to pull out of your hat?
I was going to ask you to just throw something odd at me. Throw a piece of trivia at me that you think I
Okay.
probably don't know.
Okay, who are the big three?
The big three of what? At Ford,
Music.
Chrysler, and GM?
Music.
Father, Son,
the big
Holy
three
Spirit.
of music.
The Stones, the Beatles, and
The Sex
depending on
Pistols?
who you at.
Rolling Stones.
That's the
Pistols.
third
Beatles,
time
Stones.
tonight that you've said that. Is there something you're trying to tell me?
Has it got something to do with this new class you're taking?
Yes.
I think what's going on is that Ashley is trying to tell us that she needs a date.
Please don't give me a blind date.
Okay, so
Who are the
the
big three?
Stones, the Beatles, and Martha and the Vandellas. I don't know.
Come on, Dylan.
Bob Dylan?
Of course.
Oh, okay. For the sake of conversation, yeah, Dylan. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Stones,
okay.
the Beatles, and Dylan.
Good. That's great.
It's a good lineup.
Okay, that's great.
Okay,
Who's the voice
so
of Shaggy?
what?
Oh, that's easy.
So
Tell
that's
him, Jim.
what? No, you're supposed to tell me something about music history, not ask me a trivia
Oh
question.
no. Well,
you
know,
asked him to ask you a trivia question.
Did I?
Replay. Yes,
Let's
you
go
did.
back to the tape.
Yeah, go back.
Musical history.
Go back.
Who's the fifth Beatle? That's a good question.
That was a Saturday
Yoko.
Night Live skit. Clarence.
No, I thought it was
Eddie-
Yoko.
Eddie
No,
Mur-
I'm talking about
Eddie
in real
Murphy.
life.
Actually,
You're wrong.
Eddie
it's-
Murphy was the fifth Beatle.
Billy Preston.
No.
I'm talking about it in real life.
It's in the picture of the,
It's on
the
the
album
rooftop.
cover.
On the rooftop.
No, it's on the album cover where they're crossing the street. There's a VW Beetle on the left, right behind them. The fifth Beetle.
Yeah.
And why
Come
wasn't,
on.
Wait,
why
wait,
wasn't Paul wearing
wait,
shoes?
wait. Where? There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what
deserving.
I was waiting for.
That's deserving.
Yeah. The fifth
Hey, listen,
Beatle was Billy Preston, who
Yes.
played piano with them up on the rooftop. They had toured previously with Little Richard,
Okay.
and he met them.
Could have
And
been
they never
Eric.
used a real piano player, but Billy Preston came along and Get Back and all that. He's the one playing piano. He became known as the fifth Beatle.
Yeah, that's a
Records to
fact.
them.
Oh, okay.
That's a
You know,
fact. Jack.
the Beatles, while they were touring with Little Richard, you know, Little Richard's signature is "ooh" like
Yeah.
that, you know. And the Beatles come along and did the
Man,
same
producer,
thing.
get the camera over here.
Well, you know, the Beatles
That
came
was a
along.
visual.
I want Will to do that again.
Well, the
was a
Beatles came
definite
along
bridge.
and did it in harmony, 3-part harmony. They were going "woo" at the end of those phrases and stuff, and that became their signature.
Got the jazz hands in it.
Get that damn camera over here.
He kind of sounds like a jazzy ghost.
Well, see,
All right. So what were they imitating again?
They were just Little Richard had this signature.
Yeah, and show me what was that?
Well, he'd be
How
playing
did
the
that go
piano and he'd
again?
go, he would do this
What's his signature lick again?
Yeah. What was his?
like that.
You like that, don't you?
It's just a little. But the Beatles did it in 3-part harmony, which gave it a whole new thing.
you know, it's kind of like
Became their signature.
it's kind of like Buddy Holly took the
Yeah.
the Bo Diddley lick and,
Yeah.
and added a second chord
like that.
And just so you know, any story that you hear from Will, we've probably all heard 10 times before.
At least.
So.
Well, yeah,
Thing,
there
we've done that
was.
Buy
before.
50.
Well, there was something
St.
here.
Thomas.
Yeah, ask Will about the jobs he played in St. Thomas.
Don't-
That's
and
a
you-
story
don't
that
do
never
that.
gets
And he
old.
dumb
It
me
was just one job. It was just one summer.
Yeah, I
in
know,
St.
but you'd
Thomas.
never know that listening
It
to you tell
says
it.
jobs, plural.
Yeah.
It's
You
your
only played one
website.
show and came home?
And see, my question:
Supposed to
who
say-
played Casey Kasem, or who played that?
Who played
Casey
Shaggy?
Kasem.
That was
Who
Casey
Shaggy's
Kasem.
voice was
Wah,
Casey
wah,
Casey
wah.
Kasem.
Yeah.
which is still a rock
we
and
go.
roll trivia.
Yeah,
No.
but who didn't know that? I mean, because
Lots of
that
people
voice,
don't.
but that
I didn't
voice
know
was
it till
on
I
the
read it.
radio. You know, so you don't have a face associated with it, and then you hear it from a cartoon character.
Well, have
also,
you
know,
guys heard the clip on YouTube? It's an outtake of Casey Kasem really going off on the producer. I'm not making this
real
up.
life.
It's a real thing. He's doing American Top 40, and he just finished some upbeat song, and you remember how Casey would always have his dedication.
Yep.
Yes, long distance dedication.
Long distance dedication.
Voice of Silk.
and he's reading this long distance dedication, and it's about this little kid whose dog has just died.
Oh, God.
And he stops and he goes on like this 15-minute tirade with his producer about, I can't come out of these blankety blank happy songs and go right into these stories. A little kid whose dog just died. Are you serious?
Oh, man. You had to be there for that one.
No, he thought the tape was not rolling.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. It's out there. You really need to hear
I've heard it.
So, all right, tell me a little bit about the Dark Corner Medicine Show sound. What are you guys? Are
Eclectic.
you doing originals of your own? Are you covering
probably-
stuff from your childhood?
Everything.
What are you doing?
Everything.
We do everything, an eclectic mix of
Do you do the
soundtrack
wreck of the
our
Edmund
life.
Fitzgerald?
We
No, we
could.
don't.
Then
Well,
you're
we
not
could.
doing everything.
Right.
We do Weezer.
I love it.
You do Weezer?
We do Weezer.
Weezer.
Yeah,
Which
we do
one?
Weezer.
Hash
Which one?
pipe?
Island of the Sun.
But yeah, Island in the Sun.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a good song.
Hip hip.
Yeah. That's a good Island in the Sun. All
That's
right,
my
you
favorite
get
part
it.
of the
Yeah,
song
it's
for
kind
a
of a
long
new
time.
anthem.
You get a
really.
pass on that. Audience, how do you feel about them doing Weezer? Yeah, the audience likes it. You're all right.
Well, I was about to say you put them at gunpoint to do that.
I pay this audience a lot of money to respond on
I
command.
can see that. Yeah.
We
So-
do originals.
You take them
We
with you in
really
the
do.
truck too. They laugh at you all day,
Yeah, exactly.
laughing at traffic.
That's how I stay this funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practice.
It's a Zen thing.
All right, now your originals. Tell me a little bit
Three of
about.
us pretty much right, most of it.
Okay. Well,
I
what?
lean towards jazz and rock, and he leans a little more towards what do you
Folk.
call folk,
Pop, country,
Yeah.
folk.
country folk.
As
Okay.
usual, Will can't stand his microphone.
Yeah.
That's been
Apparently,
all over
Will
the
can't
place.
stand his
Yeah,
microphone.
this is normal.
If you put your
Yeah,
arms
and
like
it-
this, you can't go nowhere.
And it says that he's guitar and vocals.
Yes.
We all
That
sing.
we all. It's
Yeah.
what is it, Jane? Like being in church?
Like
we all
being in
sing.
church.
Yeah.
And my niece and nephew go to Catholic school. Neither of them are singers. And I went to something for Christmas or something, and they were singing away. And I said to my little sister, "That's so cool. Everybody's singing." She said, "Shane is Catholic school. Everybody sings."
You don't have a
Period.
choice. Yeah.
But I've often said that about the band. We all sing,
Yep.
and we all have songs that we are the lead on. But generally, it falls to me and Will for the most part.
To do the singing or to do the songwriting
lead
or
singing.
Usually people
The
that write a
songwriting-
song sing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Whoever wrote it.
Like the Beatles, you know, you
Yeah.
could tell who wrote the song basically by who was singing lead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not true of every band, though.
No.
No, it's
I
not
mean,
true of every band.
Yeah,
but it is of this one.
Neil Peart wrote pretty much everything Rush ever recorded, but I
Well,
promise you, he
he
didn't
wrote-
sing any of
he
it.
There's
wrote
always
all
an
the
exception
lyrics.
to the rule.
No, he wrote the lyrics. He didn't write the music.
Right.
So-
There's a difference there too.
All right, so
Oh, who wrote the songs that make the whole world sing?
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond. There you go.
So-
And Barry Manilow.
That
Was it Barry Manilow?
That was
Okay.
Barry.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Wait a
that's right.
minute.
Yeah,
No, that
yeah,
was
yeah.
not
No,
Neil.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
And
I
if-
was
And
wrong.
if you don't mind, can we just leave Barry alone?
Do you have a?
He
do you
wrote
have
the
a
songs
gong?
of love and special
No, I need to
things.
get
You
one.
need a gong.
Yeah, I got a
Oh, that's
I got a
good.
wrong answer.
That works,
if
too.
that works. So Hey, look, I'm going to tell you something right now, Bill. I made a mistake once in 1993, and it was bound to happen again someday, and you just happened to be here on the day that it happened. So cut me a little slack. So there.
It's a good thing.
All right,
I thought I was mistaken once, but I was wrong.
I've used that before.
And by the way, that was 1992.
Yeah. We're sure of it.
So
Status
now,
report,
how often are you guys doing shows?
Not enough.
Well, they
Definitely not.
book them.
All right. Well, next question.
We've had 3 jobs this month. This is
This
January,
month, yeah.
which
We
is the
got-
hardest month to book in
the
the
thing
year.
is we really didn't start out with the idea of booking shows. We just got together and jammed, and about
playing
2
things we
years
like.
into it, we're going, dang, y'all.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I said, this is
I
the
don't know
band.
about anybody else, but it sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. This is the band that does the song that nobody else will let you do. That we do them like Edmonds Fitzgerald. The average person does not want to do it. It's too long. It's drawn out. You can't dance to it.
Well, you don't
I
do it
personally
either,
Love it.
so-
You know, I love it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Are you being
2 weeks
serious,
ago-
or are
Oh,
you
yeah.
just saying that
No,
to
really,
curry
I've-
favor?
I've
We're
actually
being
played
honest.
Sundown.
okay.
I've played Sundown.
I thought he was just trying to get on my good
No,
side.
no.
No.
I've actually played
No.
Sundown. You know.
2 weeks
Now that's
ago,
a good song.
It is. That would fit us real easy. But the Edmund Fitzgerald is, like I said, it's a story, and it's just it's not
18
hard
verses.
music. But maybe we could.
And I have been to the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum this last year.
Right.
I went up there on vacation, and I promise you, they play all 18 verses in
Oh
the
yeah,
gift
well,
shop.
it's a great song and it's a great story, like Will said. But when you were,
It's
on
a great
vacation-
stripper song too. I don't know if you knew
Somehow,
that.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess you could. No, I'm going to leave that. But when
You know,
Jim
she
was,
starts up there with the pole, and by about the 9th verse, everybody just goes home.
Eventually, she does go down, right?
Wait,
that is what I left out. That was what I was leaving out, Jim.
Sorry.
And not on the pole.
Sooner or later, she's going to go down. It's just part of the song.
Oh my! Look at the time, Madam Producer.
That's the worst stripper song. What is the first worst stripper song? I mean, I'm assuming
we-
they
And he
can't
doesn't
dance.
remember.
I don't remember.
So
I
I'm
was
thinking-
just so target fixated on Edmund
we
Fitzgerald.
just figured you would have done your homework,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah,
Lord.
well, you figured wrong, Mister.
Pour sugar on honey. Pour sugar on.
Pour some sugar on
honey.
me.
Uh-uh.
No,
Yeah.
No,
no,
that's
that
like
could-
the most popular
All
stripper
right,
song.
you guys
Yeah.
ever.
talk
I think it's-
amongst yourselves.
I
I'm going to
think
see
it's,
if I can. I'm getting enough crap from the
Yeah.
peanut gallery.
I think
here.
it's the song "She Was Shaken" by Eddie Money. I've seen a lot of girls dance to that.
Yeah,
Lunatic
That
Fringe.
look, that's just a
Chanel
terrible
song.
song.
Lunatic
period.
Fringe.
Lunatic
Oh.
Fringe. Hey, you know what?
No.
That's a pretty
Comfortably
good.
numb.
How
tune.
about Closer from Nine Inch Nails?
Yeah.
10
About immigrant
worst
song.
Oh, that's a great song.
stripper songs. Google is your friend. Let's see what Google has to say about this. 10 worst stripper songs. Okay.
Down on Main Street by
From
Seeger,
from a website called Bro Bible. What would be
Bro
the
Bible.
worst song for a stripper to dance to?
Pro Bible.
Amazing
Bro,
Grace.
B-R-O.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
Come on.
Rainy,
of course, the page
rainy
doesn't
night
want to
in
load.
Georgia.
That's the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Or Hallelujah?
Like, the devil went down to Georgia.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Somebody save me.
Oh God!
No,
Here we
that's
go.
never.
Here's some bad ones. It's not necessarily a top 10 list. "Dance with My Father" by Luther Vandross.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
Daddy's hands.
Butterfly,
I don't even know that song.
Wow.
Butterfly Kisses by Bob Carlyle. The Seinfeld theme. Oh, here's a good,
I think that would be interesting.
here's a good one. Flight of the Bumblebee.
Gosh. You have to see it.
I've actually heard that performed on a tuba.
The Flight of the Bumblebee.
Yes, and I've heard dueling tubas too.
I don't know. Have any of you guys ever worked stripper
Here's
bars,
another one.
The
The Sound of Silence.
we do that one. That's one of
That's
our
got
songs.
it. That's one of ours.
Terrible
yeah.
stripper songs. The Sound of
yeah.
Silence.
Yeah, we do that song.
Which version?
Yakety
Our
sax.
version.
Our own version.
Your own version?
Yeah.
Here's a Yakety sax. The Benny Hill theme.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got to
see.
put this down. I'm going to sit
I
here.
mean,
and
I mean,
read-
I don't
read
get that
websites.
because he was all TNA. You know,
Yes, he was.
Benny Hill was all
You
TNA.
could,
I love it,
you
though. It
could
was great.
never do a show like that on television
Not
ever
now.
again.
Not now.
Just like I heard an interview with Mel Brooks, and this was like the 30th anniversary or something of Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how you could never
Oh,
make
no.
Blazing Saddles
No,
today.
Blazing Saddles would not be made today.
No,
Well, the
not
N-word.
at
Well,
all.
Well, you can
No.
do it if it's a
Really?
cartoon. Because look at Family Guy or there's American Dad. Any of those cartoons, they get away with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, now don't
X-rated
careful talking about American Dad. Now we don't
love it.
tolerate
We love
any
No, I like
any trash
American
talking about American Dad here. So just
American Dad
hey,
fan.
look right there on the
wait.
list of bad stripper songs, "The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald."
Yeah.
All right.
So
I once wanted to try that.
You want to try stripping?
you want to
regular-
try that? Is that what you
Stripping to
said?
the
I
Edmund
want
Fitzgerald.
someone,
Get the
not
camera.
me, no.
This is a family
Man,
show.
producer, get that camera back over here.
Can we get stuff off the table, please?
Everybody stand back.
I'm prepared to pay you up to $5 right now.
I've got
you can,
another 3.
You can have all the quarters in the northwest corner. Turn off your damn cell phone jar right
I'm
now.
worth more than that.
Got another $5.
I got a buck.
Yeah, you're
I think
there.
I got
you're,
30 cents.
You're up to $6.75 right now.
I got a bowl of M&M's.
Let's dance.
In too.
Let's dance.
And they don't even have any brown ones in them.
Let's go, girl.
That's a rock and roll bowl of M&Ms. You notice there's no brown
No,
M&Ms
the
in
green
there?
one.
Somebody
It's
did
the
that. There was
green
somebody
ones.
famous
No,
that
no,
did
no,
that
no.
first.
Van
their
Halen.
soundtrack.
Van Halen.
Van Halen. Yep. We did that. We were just talking about that when we recorded with Evan's Dilemma. Their contract writer stipulated a big bowl of M&Ms with no brown ones in them. So,
I did break that contract though.
all right. So, what the hell were we talking
I
about?
have no idea.
The worst stripper song.
Music.
Worst stripper song. I thought it was Daddy's Hands,
I
but
think that's got to be up there.
Music.
So now you guys have stepped up your involvement. You are sponsors of the Upstate Live Music Meetup this year,
Yes.
correct?
correct.
That is
Yeah, because you know how I know that? Because your logo's above ours.
Oh, who do we not pay?
Madam Producer,
good. I can give you a name.
are you listening to me?
Trying to ignore him.
I know that the Dark Corner Music
Medicine show.
Medicine Show is sponsoring the Upstate Live Music Meetup because their logo is above ours.
Talk to John.
Got to have a word with John
You
Hoyt,
got to
apparently.
take the right people to
Start,
lunch.
So,
start playing the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
yeah. So,
The legend lives on.
now, did you guys attend the meetup last year?
I did not. I was out of town actually. So
Well, that's
I-
pretty cheap.
We're looking forward to it, actually.
You think you can put a little more effort into your excuses this year?
No.
Yeah.
Well, and likely as not, I was working.
Yep.
Is there a fair chance that I was working?
Now now you're going to attend this year, right?
Yeah.
Unless
Yes.
I'm
We
all
working.
are.
Everyone's nodding.
Okay. Yes, everyone's
Yes,
nodding.
we're going
Everyone's
to attend
nodding.
this year.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be there. Bells on.
Bells on.
Yeah. And she's going to strip to the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Right.
That's the reason
I'm
we're
looking
going.
forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
We're,
I'm sure there'll be a lot of people in that tent.
we're going to have to include that in our promos moving forward.
There will be a lot of people in that tent watching.
Well, you could do a mask or something.
Yeah, you might make
Yeah,
30
nobody
bucks.
would know it's
Well,
you.
You might make $30.
We'll leverage John about this. I'll tell him if you don't put our logo up above Dark Corners,
Trouble's going to brew.
something's going to happen.
It's not going to be pretty.
Yep. Ashley's going to do some demonstrating, and then she's going to kick my ass. So
He's going to show some jujitsu moves.
Some jujitsu.
Ooh, that's cool.
I can't tell if she's
Jiu-jitsu
trying.
stripping.
I
Can you imagine?
Love it.
don't know if she's trying to suppress laughter or if she's getting ready to come over the table and beat the crap out of me.
I suspect just a little.
Can it be
of
both?
Yeah.
Can it be both?
I've never seen that look on her face.
Well, we
Michelle,
we do
can
that. We do that to people.
Michelle, you're the interpreter. Can you tell me what's going on here?
It's like a dog's tail. If it's wagging, he's happy.
What'd she say? Oh,
She doesn't like being touched.
We haven't
Emotionally.
emotionally or physically. We learned
Who
that.
does? Who does?
Oh my
We'll
goodness!
Leave you alone.
You all right down there, Ash?
Need a Kleenex.
She's been laughing so hard she's crying.
You know, I'm probably the only one in the band that's actually worked stripper bars. But my favorite in the stripper bar song,
And he's proud of it.
was,
Did you notice that?
No, he's
this
really
was in Charlotte. You know,
That's
but,
not true, Will.
what?
Now,
I
now
used to
listen
work
up,
stripper
When I
y'all.
was in the Army, I bounced in stripper bars.
Well, that's,
was a
I played
bouncer.
in them, but that's the same thing. You're in there, but the song that I remember the most was a song called "Whip It." Do 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 do. Whip
Oh
it
yeah,
good.
by Devo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we not men?
A girl in the review.
Anymore.
Are we not men? We are
A
Devo.
girl in the review brought out a whip and danced to it, and it was part of her act. Was whips
And
and
She really bring
Devo.
the house down, did she?
Well, she was the attraction, the feature attraction on the show I was doing. This was the Cloud 9 in Charlotte,
How
North
did
Carolina
we-
in the 80s.
Madam Producer, what the hell happened?
You went off
Straight
script.
downhill. Straight downhill. There is no script.
Remember,
Yeah. Remember?
But we are what I
You
did.
said the
Edmund
script
Fitzgerald.
went out the
gonna
As
window.
strip.
the worst trip.
That's what
My
made me think about
goodness.
it. She's going to strip. I'm just
No.
curious to what.
Is this in any way my fault?
Yeah, you mentioned it.
You're the man in front of the board, so
This is
Yeah, you're in charge,
We
maybe.
gotta do a Bob-friendly version of this. Yeah, our title sponsors, Sugar Tip Moonshine, the sweetest shine in the South. Funny name, Serious Moonshine. I've been pestering Bob about making that the official thing. Funny name, Serious.
you think
Let's
they'd
try
have,
it.
they'd
That's a
have
great
some.
tagline.
Do you have any?
But,
Can we
but
try it?
anyways,
You think
but
there'd be some
anyways,
in the green room, but
Bob,
no.
Bob and Kat Jordan have been on the show before, and Kat, in addition to saying that, what did she call me? Well built. Yeah. In addition to referring to me as well built, told me that she listens to the Northwest Corner podcast when she can't sleep. At about 2 a.m. And I said, now, Kat, there's a couple ways I could take that statement.
What a glowing.
But yeah, I said that's not necessarily the glowing endorsement that you
That's
think
the word I'm
it
looking
is.
for.
And she tells me that she keeps Bob up sometimes because she'll be listening to this podcast when she's lying in bed at night, can't get to sleep, and she'll start laughing and wake up Bob. So we've talked about needing to come up with a Bob-friendly version of the show that is only about 50% as funny, so that he can get a good night's sleep.
This is
I
50% uncomfortable.
I thought you were going to say you had to whisper.
So yeah, I don't think Bob is going to be getting any sleep. At least one night this month. So you might want to give him a heads up the next time we see him. So, all right, guys, where can people go to find out more about the Dark Corner Medicine Show? Are you on the interwebs? Do you do the social media?
Yeah.
Are you on the Facebook?
We are on the Facebook.
The Facebook?
The Facebook.
Okay.
The interwebs.
Interwebs, yes.
This
We
man
have-
is in charge.
Of the interweb stuff?
He is in charge of
well,
all of it.
Most computer
So did you
literate.
design the website then?
Yeah, I did all that stuff, and
It says powered by Wix at
Yes.
the bottom. It wasn't that hard.
well, I designed it. Wix powered it. Well, you think? Well, never mind.
So,
Good
so
mail,
where
We're not
can
gonna
people
go
go
there.
to
Good mail, Jim.
where can people go to find out about the Dark Corner Medicine Show?
So, as you were looking at darkcorner.com, corner with a K,
DARKKORNER.
right?
Okay.
.com, and that's
.com.
from before. Yeah, we don't have a camera,
Well,
but that's
I know what it says. We're trying to. The point is not for me to
trying to
see the
elicit
card.
it from us.
It's,
Well,
it's
yeah,
for the
Will's
people listening.
holding up a
It's
card,
for
okay.
the 5 people who listen to this podcast. If they want to go see your website, they got to go
So,
to
yeah.
darkcorner.com.
right. And that's
y'all.
from before we put the medicine show on it. So it's just darkcorner.com,
Okay.
and then it's facebook.com/darkcornersc.
Okay.
SC is in South Carolina.
Right.
So,
right.
and you can find us there too. And then, of course, come check
Actually,
out
the
one of our
Facebook
shows.
page is kind of fun.
Now, have you guys actually put pen to paper, as it were, and recorded an album?
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
We've talked
Not
about
I,
it.
Yeah.
now, I knew that answer going into it.
Yeah, 'cause
I knew that
'cause
you
I
had
told
it.
you.
My next question is why not?
Oh, Will's friend died.
Well, we
Will's
had
friend.
it all planned out to go to Atlanta.
What, was he the only guy who knew how to hit record or something?
No,
Yeah.
he's the
He
only
was-
person we knew that had a recording studio that
In
was going to
Atlanta,
let us do it for
and,
free.
right. He was
I
ex
see.
Peebo Bryson. He had his own gold record with Peebo Bryson and Natalie Coe. Et
There's a
cetera,
name you
et
haven't heard in a
cetera.
while. People
This-
Bryson.
He knows.
Well,
he's
these
as
are
good
people
as
I work
Bill
with
is.
in
Are
the
you
past.
are you one of these guys who
love
is
music.
like 3 degrees separated from everybody who's ever
Yeah.
been anybody?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess. I mean,
Yes.
I met a lot
So
of people.
he's,
I like
the
he's,
albums-
he's a walking 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of
The
Yeah,
guy.
album,
I mean,
the
he
albums
knows
this
good.
man has
You know
played
what?
on.
What? Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he'll tell you what kind of guitar and amp. Some I don't care who.
Oh, yeah,
Anybody
yeah.
he played in the
I'll
studio.
say we
for
should
anything.
play so and so, and he'll say, "I believe they recorded that in G," and I'm like, "Yeah, we're doing it in F." And he'll say, "And they used a 57 twin reverb amp,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, set on blah blah
All right,
blah."
I'm a little curious about something. Will,
Yes, sir. Yes.
can you tell me how many M&Ms are in that bowl right now?
a bunch.
300.
I was wondering if maybe
Judging by
he
the
was one of
weight.
those guys. You know, if I drop a box of toothpicks on the floor, you're missing 2.
Yeah.
But how did picking it up make it easier to figure out how many?
Weight,
were in there?
how much-
weight.
how many
You don't know how much
are
the
in
bowl
there.
weighs, though.
That's right. You
doesn't
didn't have a
matter.
tear weight,
Well,
Dude.
that's
Fairway.
why I said he might be one of those guys. You
Idiot
never know.
savant.
Yes, well, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, when it comes to that kind of music knowledge, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never met anybody
Well,
that knows
I
more
played
than he does.
professionally all my life, you know, and I started. My mother was a musician and was on the Grand Ole Opry stuff like that in the 50s and all, and she played pregnant with me before I was ever born, which put the bug in me to begin with, which I couldn't understand when I was a kid. But as I got a little older and it came natural to me, I started playing first band at 12, first recorded at 15.
And he's still
Left
keeping
home.
time on the tabletop.
see
right?
that.
Left home.
Quit knocking
I
the
moved-
table, Bill.
Yeah, I moved to Charlotte when I was 17 and was too young to be playing in clubs. And the jealous musicians of Charlotte went to the ABC board about us, and we had to go to Myrtle Beach and wait to turn 18 to come back to Charlotte. But it was musical history, I guess. I turned 18 at Myrtle Beach.
So you've been doing this pretty much your whole life, then, is what you're saying?
Well, I didn't have much choice. Go to Vietnam or play in a band. What would you do?
Yeah, well,
That was my choices. at
playing
the
a
time.
band, of
Yeah,
course.
Of course. They said I couldn't do it. I said, well, I know something I can do, and that's go to Vietnam and get killed.
Wasn't there an option C, go to Canada?
Yeah.
Some people
yeah.
did that, but that, you know, it's not
There's a
an
lot of good
option.
music up there.
I was about to say my dad went to Key West.
Right.
I think that's how Brian Adams came about, if I'm honest.
I
Well,
wouldn't
he
doubt
is
it.
Canadian.
He's
Do you think?
Canadian.
Hey,
Yeah, I got that.
A boat.
Sorry. It's been a long day.
That flew right past you, brother.
Yeah. I'll get it on the way home, sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, now I
Well,
got it. Yeah.
well, when you finally do get it, don't call me. I'm going to be in bed. Okay, I got to get up early. Is he? Are you
actually
counting those
counting.
M&Ms?
Yeah,
now?
M&Ms, but
It's about 35 in one circle, so you go down about, what, 10 times? So
And he's going to give you a more accurate.
he'll come up with something.
350 maybe.
But Bill
Any
keeps
more
grabbing
plugins?
handfuls out of
I
there.
just lost my taste for milk chocolate. I don't know.
Oh my!
I notice we are
All
are
right.
making progress with Will, though, because he's starting. I can see it kicking in that he's got to stay on the mic. And we keep saying we're going to put a bungee cord around his
Yeah.
neck and on the mic stand so he can't get too far away.
Well, what you
Yeah.
got to do is you got to get him one of those headsets that
That's
has
right.
the mic
That
built
would
into
work.
it.
Right.
No, you don't want to hear that.
You just got to remind him to
just
turn
saying.
it. You just got to remind him to turn it off when he goes to the bathroom. That's all. Nobody needs to hear that. All right. So now you guys are going to be at the Upstate Live Music Meetup,
Yes, we
right?
will.
That
Yes.
is that is April 28th. That's a Sunday, right, man and producer? Yes. Yeah, Sunday, April 28th from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Spinning Jenny at 107 Cannon Street, Greer, South Carolina. We're really looking forward to it. We went
put
there
that in
last
my
year.
book.
It's a great opportunity
Let
to
me write that
see bands just jam and play together and eat and drink and be merry and all that stuff. And plus, the Spinning Jenny is an awesome venue. I went there a couple weekends ago to see King's X play. I'd waited 20 years to see those guys perform live, and it was worth every minute of it.
Yeah, I've been
we ought to go
hearing the
see 'em.
Spinning Jenny a good bit on WNCW.
Yeah.
I listen to WMCW almost exclusively in my car.
Yeah, it
He-
really
he's the
is an
guy.
excellent venue. It really is. And
I'm the one.
the proprietress of the establishment, Sharon, just super nice lady.
Yeah.
If you haven't met her, you need to introduce yourself to her. She's just a fine lady. She really is.
Hard to believe the difference between North Carolina and South Carolina public radio compared to what.
I didn't know South Carolina had a public.
We
I
were
was
talking
listening to
about this
90
just the other day,
Yeah,
weren't we,
I
Will?
listened to 90.1, which is here
And
in
South Carolina has
Greenville.
public radio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Where's
I thought
it
we
at?
listened- I thought they played the same thing, but they
Kind of
don't.
like ETV on a radio.
South Carolina
This-
plays classical music all day. And,
You're getting the idea.
Can you imagine sitting down later this evening and trying to do a Venn diagram of how all
all
of these
this?
yeah.
You're not going to do that, are
and
you?
that's one of the great things about playing with these guys is that when you go into rehearsal, it's never the same.
right.
It's and you never know what to expect. But
how do you-
This is the kind of thing.
How do you
Spontaneity is
get
the word.
anything
we
done?
don't half the time we don't. Which that
That's
time
not
take back.
true.
What's
That's,
yours?
that's not
It's
true.
real organic. It's hard to explain.
It's we do get a lot done.
But a lot
Yeah.
of times we'll
If
go,
by organic you mean fertilized with a lot of BS,
but just
Yeah,
having
I'd buy
conversations
that.
like that, we might get a song idea. You know, it's
Right.
like, oh
That
yeah,
was
we should
it.
do that.
You
And then
know,
we'll forget it by the next week. But
the
we,
last time Jim took a vacation, we all, Bill, Will, and I got together and
Wrote some songs.
Bill talked us into playing music instead of sitting around drinking beer and watching TV. And we were sitting out in the barn. And
is that how most practices go?
No.
No.
Only
comment,
when one
no.
of us is gone.
There's no TV in the shit.
But we were out there playing, and I started playing an old Bob Dylan tune, and it's something that has 57 verses.
Did you know he's one of the big three?
yes,
He's one of the big
I've
three,
heard
yes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called Recall.
I think Bill told me.
We
But,
came up
but-
with one of our favorites.
But Will,
my favorite
yeah, Will is
Dylan
like,
song.
man, I've never heard
Dylan and Martha and the Vandellas.
Yeah.
That was
There you
two of
go.
the big
At
three.
least I saw both those acts. That's
But
how
but
old
Will is
I
all.
am.
I've always wanted to play that song, and no one would ever touch it because it tangled up in blue. It's just forever and ever. There's
Oh, yeah.
verse
Yeah.
after verse after verse after
Gazillion
verse.
verses.
Yeah.
But after Jim
Hotel
came back, we
California.
actually worked it up, and it's not half
No,
bad.
no.
And
tell the
everybody-
story like it really
Well,
goes.
and everybody has a Bob Dylan impression too.
Tell
How-
the
how does-
story how it really goes. You guys worked it up, and then New Year's Eve we were playing a gig, and you said, "Let's
Oh,
play
that's
this."
right.
and we did.
Well,
we did.
we were playing a gig in Greer, as a matter of fact, and it wasn't in Greer, but it doesn't matter.
in Taylor.
I told the guys, don't spring that song on Jim. We haven't worked it with Jim, and
we
it
did.
just would be rude
What
to
song?
spring it
Tangled
on
Up
him.
in Blue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did I get lost?
yeah. No, it's
Oh,
Tangled
okay.
in Blue.
Tangled Up in Blue. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, and Jim handled
Tangled Up in Blue.
it exactly.
There you go.
And Jim,
You're hired.
You're close.
They're like,
Tangled
Bill. Bill is saying, "Let's play Tangled Up in Blue," and I'm like, "I told you guys we can't do that to
Hey,
Jim."
you know what would be really funny? Is if we all just sat here and did Bob Dylan
It's
impressions
all right.
do Bob
for the rest of the evening.
I don't
could
think
all
that's a
do
good
Bob
idea.
Oh my God!
We should
I don't
probably
do a
not
good
do
Dylan.
that.
I don't do a good Dylan. I can do a Willie Nelson. On the road
I can't do
again.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I can't do impressions.
Can't.
He
We're
knows
gonna
this.
get sued by
Not-
his
not-
estate.
Not
Probably,
emotionally.
I would say so.
really emotional.
Who all was suckered into seeing the last waltz, thinking it was going to be the last Dylan show? But I really wanted to see the band anyway. But
What did he? I had no idea what he was talking about.
talking about the
What-
movie.
the band,
Last Waltz.
the last waltz, that was going to be Dylan's last show. The band actually split up, but
Farewell
Dylan cheated
tour.
and came
See,
back.
It was his farewell tour. It was about 3 tours ago.
When I'm sitting behind him, when we were rehearsing, I'm sitting behind him, and he's saying that.
Well,
over
hey,
the
the
PA.
Stones are doing the same thing, aren't they? On their 4th farewell tour now.
That could be.
Listen, we all need to be more careful about the world we're going to leave Keith Richard. That's all I got to say.
You know,
we were-
he
I
quit
admire
drinking.
we were just talking a couple weeks ago about how Keith Richards has become the rock and roll equivalent of the movie Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What
The
kind
funny
of
thing
world?
about it is he's quit drinking. But he
Yeah.
never said anything about
He's
quit
still
doing meth.
He's a guitar
Well,
monster.
he said, "quote I don't have a drug problem. I have a police problem."
But we got to think about the world we're going to leave Keith Richard, and
Yeah.
Betty.
and the cockroaches.
You know,
You know the old saying.
Willie
you know,
Nelson.
there was nuclear apocalypse. The cockroaches and Keith Richards would be alive.
a pocky lips.
Yeah.
Cher, right? Nobody
Okay.
mentioned Cher.
This has been quite an evening. We're going to have to,
Wrap it up, are we?
at some point, we got to, Madam Producer and I have to sit down and figure out how we're going to do the liner notes for this episode.
Good luck.
I think we're just going to have to punt on this one, and we'll just write.
on,
we
right.
could just go listen to it. That'll be it for the liner notes. It's not my fault.
say, I got
that's
nothing.
what we'll put in there.
I got nothing.
That's pretty much our set list.
Yeah, you know, we go from
And our slogan is
we'll
"Come
go
get you
from
some."
the
So,
Doors to Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
yeah.
Waylon Jennings.
To
To
Waylon
Waylon
Jennings.
Hank
Weezer.
Williams.
To the Fix.
Yes.
West
You guys are-
Montgomery to original
You guys are
jazz.
just all over the place. All right, guys, we have got to wrap it up. Seriously, we do. We got to have you back here on the show sometime. But before we do that, I got to remind everybody that the Northwest Corner podcast is a proud member of Charlie Mason Media, supporting the independent musician scene nationwide. The show is produced by Heather Kitchen with production assistance from Ashley Morgan Witt
Hello.
and Michelle Champion, and hosted by me, Sean Kitchen. We're proudly supported by listeners like you, so consider becoming a patron of the show by visiting patreon.com/Northwest Corner Podcast. You can find us on the Instagram, the Facebook, and a Twitter. Just search for the Northwest Corner Podcast, and our website HQ is northwestcornerpodcast.com. The Northwest Corner Podcast and Charlie Mason Radio is produced at the House of Kitchen in beautiful upstate South Carolina.
Right here in the dark corner.
Right.
Come into my kitchen because it's going to be raining outdoors.
Dark Corner Medicine Show. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
And you guys kind of get something recorded, or we're actually going to invest in some more equipment here in the not too distant future, and would like to have you guys come back and actually perform something for us when
We could do
have
the
the
acoustic
gear
Yeah,
to
Just
do
I
it
noticed you said you
appropriately.
guys should record something. Says the man behind the board.
The man behind the board with not enough microphones.
We got plenty of microphones.
That's not a problem.
So
We can fix that.
Yeah.
we might be able to do something. We'll get you guys back here,
We'll get
and
him,
we'll
get him
see.
with his cajon.
Ooh, with his cajon.
And his
Yeah, we
strap-ons.
do.
Oh, you mean the wooden box? I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about his testicles.
No.
Well, once in a while they
carries
get in the way
cajones.
when I'm playing.
Oh, that's
the wooden box.
cajones. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
Yeah, I got it all wrong.
Yeah, the cajons.
And there's
It's
two
very
strap-ons.
recordable, though. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
subdued a little bit, and it's not much distortion. You know how this kind of situation you get a lot of distortion if you bring in amps and start thrashing.
Yeah, that's our new thing.
All right,
we like
sir-
playing acoustic.
Seriously, guys, I wasn't joking. We got to
Yeah,
wrap
I
it
know,
up.
I know.
Honest to God.
Let's
Good
wrap
night.
it up.
This happens at
Will
rehearsal too.
Will
Yeah.
Garland, Shane Stewart, Bill Wynn, Jim Giersick. Thanks so much for coming on. Ashley Morgan Witt, say goodnight to everybody.
Good night. Please don't listen to these guys.
And I'm Sean. We're out of here. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Boondaba. Boondaba.
Oh, say goodbye like Dylan.
Goodbye.
Bye. See you next time.